Alright, back at it again. You get me? Back at it again. Welcome back to the Arsenal podcast. Thank you for joining me once again. All those people who have subscribed always, thanks so much. Thanks so much. The Ghana's quiz is coming back very soon, so make sure you participate in it. And of course, don't forget to smash the like button on the video, subscribe, and give me your comments below. If you want to buy anything online, it's the Jumia app and the Jumia website. So the links are in the description. You'll get you'll get a discount on anything you buy using those links down in the description. So please don't forget to click on the links and buy anything with Jumia. You can buy, from jerseys, t-shirts, phones. What else? What can I talk about? Food, anything. Coca-Cola products, Pepsi products, and then all those kind of luxuries you want. You'll find them at Jumia at a very cheap price with a big discount. Okay, let's get straight into the news. Now, Arsenal seemingly have started threatening Atletico Madrid that if they do not take a price cut for their midfielder Thomas Partey, it seems that Arsenal will be selling the player to Torino and use the money to activate the release clause of Thomas Partey. What an interesting story. I've read it today and I was, I smiled in the morning. I smiled. Now, remember, Arsenal have said that they have an agreement in place between them and Torino were willing to offer more front cash than Atletico Madrid would, because Atletico Madrid want to take Lucas Torreira on loan. Now, that means that if Torino can actually buy Lucas Torreira for around 20 million or 24. I mean, that would be around 16 million, front cash, and then they would give us the rest, at the end of the summer or across a given period of time. We would use that money. We would be able to use that money to activate the release clause of Thomas Partey, because we have some 20 million from Emi Martinez, which is around 16 million front cash as well. We are looking, we are still looking to sell more players, and probably we have some money in the bank. Who says we have no money in the bank? So that is, the Thomas Partey update. Arsenal are thinking about activating the release clause of Thomas Partey using the money they would get in selling Lucas Torreira, that is to Torino. However, there are also some negotiations to see that the player joins the club. In the Lucas Torreira deal, although Atletico Madrid are not much willing to take that deal. Anyway, that is the first story that I came across today, and of course, the next piece of news will be typically about Aouar, because there is so much of gossip and so much of truth going on. I'm going to first give you an update by Fabrizio Romano, and then we'll be talking about the rest. Now, Romano, 6 hours ago, when we were all sleeping, he came out to his Twitter handle and updated us about the situation between Arsenal, Aouar, and Lyon. He said Arsenal have agreed terms 2025. That would be when the contract would expire. So his contract would expire until 2025. And he said now the personal issues of the player are no longer a problem. I did that story yesterday. I quoted the Lafoots, and you guys were really doubtful about the credibility. Now I think you're not doubtful about Fabrizio Romano, because he has always been the biggest transfer journalist we have ever had in terms of football transfers. Now he confirms that yes, the player is interested in joining Arsenal, and he also confirms that he will be signing a deal that would see him stay at the Emirates Stadium until 2025. However, there is no agreement. There is no agreement yet between Lyon and Arsenal. However, we are in talks to see whether we can actually come to an amicable decision over the price of the man himself, Aouar. Now, what is really confusing every Arsenal fan is the price that we have taken to Lyon as the bid. There are so many stories writing 44.4 million, other stories are writing 57 million, other stories are writing 55 million, and some stories are still writing as low as 36 million. So it's, I'm yet to confirm what is the actual price that we have actually taken in to buy Aouar, but at least it's very confirmed that at least the player agreed personal terms yesterday, a contract that would see him stay at the Emirates Stadium until 2025, confirmed by Fabrizio Romano. And now every journalist and every cocoon on Twitter, on Facebook is writing the same story, and that's why I really love Fabrizio Romano. He never writes trash, he never quotes trash, he never writes anything like trash. Now there is also claims that the player could actually be getting 100k in the contract that Arsenal are willing to give him. That is £100,000 as his weekly salary. That would be around 7 million. Would it be around 7 million? He's not going to be the highest paid player at Arsenal, but obviously he's going to be one of the most paid players at Arsenal, because if you look at the top 10 paid players at Arsenal, you have Aubameyang, you have Ozil, you have Lacazette, and players like Socrates and Sid Kolasinac are also among the list. Yet they are getting around 100, and they are getting around 190k. So he's going to be one of those most paid players at Arsenal. However, that doesn't mean that he's going to get an unrealistic or outrageous or despicable wage. No, he's going to be getting a normal wage, which is 100k. I think that even puts me in a panic mode, because with all his quality, if you're going to give him a 5-year contract that is going to actually grant him 100k a week, it's going to be very hard to beat off competition from the European giants, because if they come for him, they're going to start with the wages, they're going to start with the remuneration, things they'll be giving him. They'll be able to double his wage, triple his wage, and then they're going to make him really unsettled at Arsenal. He has a couple of good things I will talk about. If he signed for Arsenal, so many good things he would add to our side. So many good things, especially to that midfield. A lot of creativity, a lot of creativity that has been lacking in the first 3 games. We saw that Arsenal are really relying on only 3 players for creativity. And of course, if I look at Aubameyang, Willian and Lacazette, I think then you have only 2 players that can actually create for you decent chances. That is Aubameyang and Willian. Danny Ceballos and Granit Xhaka can do that as well, but the problem is with that inconsistency. And I've already said it, whenever you have whenever you have inconsistent midfielders, you can never play very good football. Yesterday, FTV had an interview with one big French journalist in the names of White, and he was talking about the man himself, Aouar, his strengths and his weaknesses. And he said he's a good player. He doesn't get lost in games, whether the games are big or small. And the good thing with him, he's always consistent. He might not be a big match winner. He might not be, he might not win you every game. He might not actually give you, the Kevin De Bruyne, thing for the start. But he's a very good player, and he has a very big future. He's 22 years of age. If we can actually, build our team on him and then get him a very good and improved CDM, apart from, not Granit Xhaka, obviously, I think it's going to be quite an interesting team there for you, for Arsenal. So let us wait. We are about to enter talks with Lyon to see what happens, what's going to come out. Are they going to accept our bid? What makes me more confident, I've always predicted this deal, but what makes me more confident this time is we have had 2 bids rejected, and Lyon will want to listen to us on the 3rd time, because they know if we get out of that negotiation room this time, we might not actually come back. So they know that as well. And that's what makes me very, very confident that maybe we might actually get the man himself, Aouar, this time. I just pray that Arsenal go in with a decent bid, because we have always done a lot of crap when it comes to negotiations, and you guys know that. I won't be surprised if Arsenal went back with a 38 million bid. I won't be surprised, but it will be a total, shame on our name. So anyway, nothing to talk about much apart from the House Aouar personal terms being agreed, as well as the Thomas Partey threat that if Atletico Madrid are not willing to take down their price, they will not get Lucas Torreira, and we might actually give him to Torino and still solicit some funds to get Thomas Partey's release clause activated. Remember, if we have to get both players, we have to spend around 98 million, on both of them. That is not, an easy price. That's not an easy decision to take at a situation like this, when we know Arsenal is not in the best of financial situations. But of course, like I said, let us wait until when we can know what is going to come out of the negotiation walls. If you want to buy anything, it is Jumia. The links are in the description. They're going to give you a discount on whatever you buy. Is it jersey? Is it a jacket? Are they shoes? Food, drinks, beverages, and everything? They will give you a discount. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and smash up the like button to 200 likes. That is the minimum. Of course, you can give me 300 for Aouar. I'll be very glad. I'm signing out. Have a blessed morning.